What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and today we're gonna skip the pleasantries. We're already loaded up into a draft here. We have honestly a bunch of time today, if I'm being honest with you guys. The goal here, we're like 250 subscribers away from 50,000. I've never been live for a milestone. It's not like I'm gonna pop champagne and like get confetti rain down on me, but I figured, you know what? I didn't really have anything else planned for the rest of the day. I got about like 3 hours to kill. So we're just going to hang out, rip some drafts, try to get to 50,000 subscribers, hang out with you guys in the chat. How are we doing, man? And we're on the clock here. Dang. I have A.J. Brown ranked over Garrett Wilson in a vacuum, but we're in a spot now where we're doing a Best Ball Mania over on Underdog Fantasy as always. If you're new to Underdog, it's a best ball platform. You can go on there, get real skin in the game, real money, draft against real people, and get ready for your home league drafts. You can use promo code RON. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. You'll have a link in the description, comment section, and the live chat right now. Also, we're going to see how this works. It doesn't really look, it's not very visually appealing, but I got like a makeshift subscriber counter right now. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take us to get to 50,000. It really shouldn't be, it's not going to be a 24-hour stream. But I'm prepared to go live until we hit it. So that's where we're at right now. Just making sure we're all situated here. We're not at 50K just yet. How are we, man? We got Runes in here. We got Derek Brown in here. We got Randy Miller. Who else is in? We got Grayson. We got Among Us in here during the Broncos game. All right, let's make our pick. So we started with Garrett Wilson. I'm just going to take my sweet Devon Achane. Why not? That's probably a somewhat rare combo, Achane and Garrett Wilson, but here we are. Proud of you, champ. Thank you. Of course, job's not finished. We haven't hit 50K yet, and I will be honest as well. Like, the true goal is really 100,000. I need that plaque. I need the silver plaque with 100,000 on it. We're years away from that happening, but, it's a grind. Got to celebrate every milestone. Yo, keep that on the low, Henry. Keep that on the low. You're tempted to take Brees at the number 2 in your home league. If it's 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, you absolutely can. Trying to see anything weird happen in this draft so far. I feel like not really. But yeah, so the goal for this stream is we're going to be streaming for a while, probably for the next like 3-ish hours. The goal is to hit 50,000 during that span. I'll probably go live until we do, but I think that we will hit it. I think we will. How many BBMs we running? As many as it takes to get to 50K. Will you have Superflex rankings on the Patreon? I will not, but you can always download it and kind of get it figured out for yourself, just in terms of what they might look like. You can move the quarterbacks up and kind of mess around with it. But yeah, it's just tough. I'm just not it's just not my specialty, Run over Broncos preseason. I saw Estimate was looking good. You're saying, not going to lie, super scared this year of 0 and double hero RB because I'm pretty bad at fantasy. Don't think I can make it work. Well, I would say just draft the best players available through the first few rounds. And then from there, you'll be all right. I wouldn't force anything, Hudson County, NJ, hell yeah, dude. All right. Chill on spamming, Jeff. Chill. I hate rewarding this kind of behavior, but I prefer Nico over Cup. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. I've seen people turn him off. I'll probably eventually turn him off. I'm probably just gonna chill on being so negative towards him. We'll see. If it becomes like too much, I'll turn him off. But I'm fine with it for now. This is underdog best ball. Are you high on Waddle and Cup? I am. I will say I can't tell if I should take the counter off the screen because we're losing subscribers. People are out here trolling. Metcalf or DJ Moore, man. I'm gonna go Metcalf. They're both guys that I really like. But I've been trying to get Metcalf here at the tail end. Is the ESPN cheat sheet on your Patreon? I don't feel like pulling up the video and drafting. No, it's not. I would just make a copy, and just download it to your Google Drive. Your grading needs work, but I loved it. Yeah, it wasn't great. I don't know. I don't have a lot of space down here. I don't have a lot of space. It is what it is. What do you think of a Puka Marv start? I don't mind it honestly, I don't mind it. I think any format you can make that work. Let's see. So we have Achane, we have Garrett Wilson, we have Metcalf. ETN goes. I think this is going to be Rashee Rice for me. Yeah. We're going to go Rashee Rice here. It doesn't feel great, though, knowing people got him at a discount all summer, but then it kind of gets offset by the, unique combos you can get from drafting him here. What's up, Johnny Footballs? Debo going in the second makes me feel great about getting him in the fourth, plus Marvin the third. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Which ADP do you think is better, NFFC Primetime or FFPC Main Event? I think that they're both solid. It just comes down to if your league is tight end premium or not. Yeah, early stream, man. Would you do Garrett and Achane from the 9 spot? I would. Would you get high with Waddle and Cup? Maybe. What do you think of trying to stack Allen and Kincaid? I think that's a monster combo this year. Yeah, I actually have a Josh Allen Kincaid team right now. Got Rothbard drafting a little. Yeah, Tristan was trying to personally hire me to help aid his draft on Skype, and I was just like, or Zoom or whatever. I was like, yeah, maybe, but probably not. I don't know. It's tough. If I'm gonna sit down and help you draft a team or draft a team with anybody, it probably has to go on stream. I have had that request in the past before too, like somebody on the Patreon would be like, "What do I got to pay to have you on the phone with me while I'm drafting?" It's like, I don't know. I don't want to pump myself up too much, but it would be a pretty hefty number to block out an hour of my time personally in August. Damn it! Why can't I? Just want this to be a little bit thicker. There we go. Dude, I heard. I don't want to blow up my boy's spot. I'm curious what you guys think in the chat. So Tom is a buddy of mine from my hometown. I have another buddy who lives down the street from me, and they're both in this league, and it's a long-standing keeper league. And there is a certain deadline you have to get your keepers in before the draft. It's not the day of the draft. It's like a couple weeks before the draft. My buddy has James Cook. He can keep him in the 9th round. He did not submit it by the deadline, and he is begging the commissioner to let him get 9th round James Cook. They're drafting today. I still don't think that he has allowed him to make that keeper. I personally think that it's pretty ridiculous to have a keeper deadline anything before like 48 hours before the draft. Because like, what if you keep James Cook in the 9th and then not to put any bad juju out into the world. Let's do Kyle Pitts here. Not to put any bad luck out into the world, any bad juju out into the world, but what if James Cook was to like tear his ACL in practice, yesterday? Why? It would be kind of dumb to have to keep him in the 9th round again. So I don't know. It sucks because the kid who's the commissioner is actually a friend of mine, but it feels a bit ridiculous to be that stubborn about like rules and deadlines. I don't know. I feel bad for my boy. He's. It seems like he's standing pretty firm, and he cannot get James Cook in the 9th. How about the Yahoo rankings? Honestly, all the default rankings are brutal. Just gonna get the 10 wins with Rodgers healthy. I would just be happy with the healthy Rodgers. I don't really even care about the win total. Said Sack had an interesting take on Rice. With the discount people have, basically the odds of you running into one of those teams in your pods is pretty low, huh? All right, we're about to be back on the clock here. I don't even necessarily like Christian Kirk, but if this guy lets me have him at this big of a discount, I will take him. But if not, I'll be going Rome. He goes Mixon. All right. I don't even really like Kirk. Like you can see, I have him ranked 65th, but I mean 52nd ADP, and we're getting him at pick 64, like a round ahead of or a round past ADP. I'll take that. Set this up for Trevor Lawrence later too, which I like. I see the report that Bijan could be getting 25 touches in goal line work. No, but I don't know. I'm kind of done listening to the Falcons beat after they said, what did they say? Oh, yeah, they were saying like 14 carries per game to Algier, 16 to Bijan. It's like 30 carries per game. It's just an absurd projection regardless. All right, we got a super chat here. From Country Connected. Just drafted 0RB, 12-team PPR. Love and Caleb, Chase, Wilson, Olave, Devontae, McBride, Montgomery, Najee, B-Rob, Ford. You think? Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as it could get. That's sweet. I think it's ridiculous, too. But I will add, I will add that the commissioner is a guy that could absolutely beat the brakes off of me. So I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Step to him, if you will. But I do think it's pretty ridiculous. No, you can't help Tristan. I'm not. I'm going to be on stream. He wanted me to. I hate to rat him out for that. I wouldn't even call it ratting him out. He just wanted me in a call while he was drafting. I probably shouldn't have said that to Tom, but yeah. Man, I wish the Jets got all. I'm actually, dude, Fashanu's been getting a lot of rave reviews from the offensive line guys. That defeats the purpose of a keeper. I agree. I really think it should just be like the day of your draft. I don't know why it needs a deadline. Show the team. All right, we are at Garrett Wilson, Devon Achane, DK Metcalf, Rashee Rice, Kyle Pitts, Christian Kirk through 6 rounds so far. Yeah, that's what Tristan was telling me. Bart is very much no nonsense. Ingram's going to have more catches than Kirk, or am I crazy? It's actually pretty close. August this year? Hell yeah. I think people, like, I got a message in the Discord of, like, maybe you want to put Ingram higher after the preseason game. I would say no. Christian Kirk was out, and that's, like, precisely the case against Evan Ingram, is that he was only good last year when Christian Kirk missed time. And then we saw Christian Kirk miss time, and Evan Ingram was the second coming of, Travis Kelce the other night. When Christian Kirk is in the game, it's not going to be like that. They're just very overlapping skill sets. And we saw down the stretch as the offense faded. Like, you can't build an offense out of, 7-yard ADOT Evan Ingram. You just can't do it. Let's see. So I already have HN. We're sort of lining up in terms of, like, quarterback stacks, looking at, like, Rodgers, Geno, Trevor Lawrence. I'm curious where you guys are at. Kirk Cousins has been falling. And I kind of do understand the concern. The concern with Kirk Cousins is, like, I don't know, they haven't even really played Penix in the preseason, which tells us that they really like him. Like, would it be shocking if we saw Michael Penix play, like, enough games for Kirk to be a pretty dead pick late in the year, too? You said Cam's not sober, got Herbert in the 6th and 6-point passing touchdown Superflex League. Yeah, I saw that. Cam puts those sleeper leagues through hell, dude. He just, like, finds random sleeper leagues online with, like, new players and just murders them, but I can't knock his hustle. Really need help. Who should I keep? There's no, like, rounds or anything. I'm personally Najee over Javonte, but I love both. All right, what do you guys think, dude? Should I take off the counter? Dude, why are people unsubscribing? Chill. I might take off the counter, bro. I can't trust you people. We'll bring up the counter when we're close. I'm not even gonna put it up. Screw it. Like, the subscribes were outweighing the unsubscribes, but it was just annoying me. All right, we're gonna go Ladd McConkey then. Ladd McConkey out of value, and now we have 6 receivers. We're only gonna take. We're building this team, so we really only take one more receiver, really. I thought the counter would be cool. I thought everybody would be a nice guy, but 580 people in here. We got a couple of trolls. Fellas, look, fellas. I love you guys. I truly love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It is August 25th, all right? Games are not getting played for another, 2 weeks. I promise you don't need your starting lineup set right now. I know. I hate to be this guy. But genuinely, until projections come out, until I look through, DraftKings salaries, there's a bunch of resources I look at, and then I make my weekly rankings, and then I sort of come to a conclusion. August 25th, when I don't even know who Keenan Allen plays. I don't know. I know the Chiefs play the Ravens. I don't know who the Jaguars play. I just haven't even thought about it yet. I'm not in week 1 mode yet. Off the top of my head, I would say Keenan Allen, but I'm telling you guys, we're going to get start-sit questions very soon here. And this far out, it's just off of vibes, and I think it's kind of a waste of time to even stress over it right now. I have 10 managed leagues that I've already drafted in. I have not even thought about any of their week 1 lineups right now. It's okay, I won't say anything. Yeah, don't. Tristan won't be happy. Come on, man. He was really trying to book me for a private draft. You haven't done research drafts in a week? What does that mean? You think Penix is only playing with injury? Maybe. What's good, LBJ? What's up? We got a super chat here. What do I think? I will say, if you guys do the super chats where you lay out your teams, I got to know, how many receivers, how many flex spots? Is it, you know what I mean? I don't know what's, it's just not enough context. But, I mean, on the surface, Caleb, JT, Ramondre, yeah, it looks sick. Pitts, Nico, Waddle, Puka. I'm going to assume it's 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. You have Rashee Rice on the bench. I think that you're chilling. Yeah. I guess you highlighting the bench tells me what the starting lineup is. That's my bad. We are going to go with Jaden Daniels. People seem to be a little bit skeptical of me not taking a running back outside of Achane just yet, but we're going to land this plane. Don't you worry. We're going to land the plane. But Jaden Daniels is fun there. He doesn't stack to anybody because we don't have any Washington, but he does. Now, there's certainly a case to be made. Maybe I should have pushed him past the turn, but I'm kind of done these days right now. Like, you can see, we got, like, no badges. I had a moment today. Yeah, he took Caleb here, so I wasn't getting him back. I had a moment today where I tried to push Stafford past the 12 spot on a guy who had no Rams, and he already had Josh Allen, and it didn't work. He ended up sniping me on him. So I'm kind of done playing that game at this point in the year. You just can't really assume that everybody is going to let you have whatever quarterback you want. And he already fell, and we do get Week 17 correlation with Kyle Pitts in Atlanta. So that was kind of where my head was at. Let's see what we get here. People seem spooked off of Tyjae Spears after today. I got to be honest with you. Tony Pollard doing whatever he did, just it doesn't really move me, I'll be honest with you. I'm still drafting Tyjae Spears. And we got Gary calling. He got Gary hitting me with the "you're a bitch." Just look at that profile picture, man. Like, what's going on there? I don't know, man. I think that's a crazy thing to comment with that kind of profile picture, Gary. Gary's been in these comments a lot the past few days, just getting absolutely berated. I almost feel bad for the boy. What were the top 4 picks? We started Garrett Wilson, Devon Achane, DK Metcalf, Rashee Rice, Kyle Pitts, Christian Kirk, Keon Coleman, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Daniels, Tyjae Spears. Who do you like to use for kicker and defensive streamer options? That's Subvert to down. I don't know who I'm looking through between Achane versus who, but most of the time I do prefer Achane in the second. You think Anchor RB is a good strategy? Yeah. You got Achane, Marvin Harrison Jr., or Nico in the second. You got Brees in the first. For me, probably Achane there and just hammer wide receivers the rest of the way. You start Brees Hall or CMC. What do you want about Balloon Moon, Breon? Wright, Dowdle, Ray Davis, Irving, McLaughlin. You have to drop one? If I had to drop one, it would probably be McLaughlin or Irving. But I think I would lean McLaughlin. But I know everyone loves McLaughlin. It'd be him or Irving, though. Hell yeah. You said you watch your not your videos. You watch my videos while working from home. You crushed your home league drafts yesterday? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, midday draft. We're gonna be here for a while. The goal is to hit 50K subs while we're streaming here. We're gonna get damn close, I think. Bro's at the dentist. Yeah, Gary's always yapping. It's all good, man. It's all love. Can we get a hot tub stream for the Big 50? Maybe. Who's your favorite ship chasing member? I don't think I have a favorite member. What? Don't ask me that question. What's up? We got Eric in here. Let's see. We're up. Time to start actually taking running backs. Let's actually go Eckler. Eckler kind of correlates nicely to Jaden Daniels. I don't take a lot of him either. Everyone's saying congrats on 50K. We are not there yet, people, but I do appreciate it. Your home league draft last night and took the championship last year. Appreciate your insight. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Who's my most drafted player? I think it's Dontavion Wicks right now. We got a super chat from the Bears. I do love the way that Caleb's been saying that shit. The Bears. 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, 10 team. Caleb, Puka, Waddle, Bijan, Achane, McBride, Higgins. Yeah, that's a strong-ass team. That's a strong-ass team. I think really the only issue I have with it is just Caleb. We'll see if Caleb is good. I imagine you're a Bears fan. Like, I like Caleb as well. It's just going to come down to... Wow, this is a tough one. We can get Corum past ADP. We're going to take Corum here, and we'll see what makes it back to us. But yeah, I would say by like mid-season, you might honestly want to, just because if it's a 10-teamer, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, that means everyone just has super teams. You might want to consolidate a little bit, like maybe take, I don't know, it's going to be tough to trade a quarterback in a 10-teamer, but potentially upgrading quarterback. But that's really it. I'm only really speaking to the idea, like 10-team, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, everyone's going to have a super team. So it's really just about stacking your starting lineup. Just something to think about. But Caleb could be a top 8 quarterback and you're fine. Did you pass on Lamb and Chase because of the contracts? Honestly, no. I really do think that we're going to see both guys get contracts done as like buzzer beaters right before week 1 kickoff. How do you feel about DJ Moore? I love him. You can get another gritty for 50K? We'll see. What do you think of Josh Allen, James Cook stack? I'm fine with it. I wouldn't seek that out, but if you end up drafting Josh Allen and James Cook, I think that's absolutely fine. Is it okay to draft Tank Dell, Nico, and Stroud? Yeah. I just wouldn't go for I wouldn't do a third pass catcher. I think 2 max to the quarterback is fine. Yeah, exactly. Like I record with those guys, but they're all great. How many more high stakes do you want to get to versus where you are now? I think we're through 10 right now. I know I said like 15 was my goal. I think my goal now is like just anything under 20. Like 20 is my absolute max. We're only halfway there. I doubt that I get to 20, but that's where we're at. It's so tough because after the season, I'm like, man, I wish I didn't do as many because they're a bitch to keep up with. But then we do these streams and get 1,000 people when I do them, so they're tough, not to. Do you have a second favorite NFL team? Honestly, not really. I have like players I enjoy watching. Gotta stop with this Eckler business. Dude, he correlates to Jaden Daniels, man. He correlates to Jaden Daniels. Congrats on 1 mil. Where do you get your glasses from? Zenny.com. It's like a very cheap place to get them. I literally have like 6 pairs of these at a time. I tried to get like a sponsorship with them, but they kind of do like some cheap ass like ambassador type, like, I don't know. Am I taking Deontay Johnson at all? I am, but I was doing it a lot more when he was a 7th round pick. Now that he is, damn, I was really hoping that Herbert would make it back to us. Let's take McLaughlin. People keep on getting in my ear about McLaughlin, and I think especially in best ball, he makes a lot of sense. So I kind of want to make up for my lack of him in managed leagues. Man, people are eating up quarterbacks, man. And this is why I said you can't trust these rooms. These guys, none of these guys have badges. This guy took Aaron Rodgers without a single jet. Or no, I guess he had Breece Hall. I guess that's enough for him to want to take Rodgers. This guy took Stafford without a single Ram. Yep. This guy took Herbert without a single charger. Yeah, great. This is, I mean, it's a very interesting situation where you want to be in drafts with newbies, but then also stacking quarterbacks is a fucking chore. And it's like, look, everybody has their right to draft whatever players they want. I'm not going to be that guy that's like screaming at the sun, but it's just something to think about where in the past maybe you might have been more inclined to push a quarterback, and I tried to do it there and get cute. We're going to take Noah Fant here, I think. Yeah, we'll take Fant. See what comes back. Whose fantasy football opinion besides your own do you hold highest in regard? That's actually a really good question, man. I would say Pat Carine. Pat Carine to me is like maybe the best fantasy football player ever. Somebody who is an analyst, writes, and then has also won millions. Sean Siegel is up there. Ben Gretsch is up there. I really like Jacob Sanderson, of course, who we have on the channel. I think that he's one of the smarter dudes in the space. Like, he's a lawyer who takes this like very philosophical approach to things. And that's kind of it. Like Ben Gretchen stealing signals, Sean Siegel, Pat Carine, Sanderson. I think Dwayne McFarland is very good. Who else comes to mind? I feel like I'm doing somebody dirty by leaving them off this list, so I do feel bad. But yeah, if you're looking for people to follow or listen to outside of me, those are some go-tos. With Javonte being so high in your rankings, is it a believe in Denver offense or is it more his individual talent? I would say it's individual talent, bouncing back year 2 off of the ACL tear, and then also Sean Payton, his usage to the running backs is just absolutely nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts. He's never finished. It's a Sean Siegel stat. Sean Payton, in terms of expected points per game in the receiving game to running backs, that's just like targets, ADOT to the running back position. A Sean Payton offense has never ranked outside of the top 5 in receiving expected points to the running back position. They were 6th last year in terms of just overall usage to the running backs. And that's with Russell Wilson, who I think the stat was he had never finished top 20 in receiving expected points to the running back position. He finished top 5 with Sean Payton last year. Sean Payton is just a guy who really gets these guys involved in the passing game, and that's huge. If Javonte, gets like 70-plus targets and is the leading back in this offense, backfield, whatever you want to call it, he could smash. Jeff, I feel like I've answered your question 14 times. I feel like, dude, I can't stand people that spam shit that I like answered. Like, I answered it, man. You just gotta listen up. Where's the spreadsheet you made with the ESPN? It's in the top of the comments under those videos. What's your tight end this year? Is it worth going for top 5 guys? Honestly, yeah. I think last night was actually our first draft where we didn't take one of the top 5 or so guys. What else we got in here? I do like the Colts. If I had a second team, it would be the Colts. You drafting any AD Mitchell? We'll see. I'm drafting actually, like, not in this draft, but I'm drafting a lot of him, yes. Oh, Rich Rebar is really good, too. I think the underdog guys, Josh and Hayden, are really good, too. We're going to take Geno here. Jeez, that's early that he just took Bo Nix there. This is going to be a 3-quarterback build. We can't afford any more receivers. I was actually hoping for Nix on the turn here, and this guy takes Nix here. I mean, so be it, I suppose. What else do we have in terms of stacking options on this team? Jets, no. Man, Denver was really the last one we had there. Levis was another one that maybe we should have gone with there. Huh. Or no, we can take one more receiver. That's my bad on saying that. Just trying to think through what the hell we're going to do. Should I have an idea? I think you guys are going to hate me taking him here, but we're talking about like a 16th round pick, man. We're talking about a 16th round pick. So I'm actually going to go Drake May here. We'll go Drake May. Very high on Drake May. We have the Week 17 correlation in Ladd McConkey, and now we can just figure some. We'll take one of, you know, Javon Baker, whoever the hell we want late. And I think we can survive with that. Did we get a super chat? No, we didn't. I thought we did. How many drafts tonight? Honestly, we're just going to go until we hit 50K. Do I have any risk-reward data on... Any data on the risk-reward of stacking players on the same offense? I don't have any data on it, but I'm a big fan of stacking. Let's run a few home leagues today. Hell yeah, dude. So that problem, we got Solly in here. College football games kicking my ass on Heisman. I've been there before. Is Conklin on your radar at all? Yeah, I would say he is 100%. I've been mixing him in more. He could easily be like the second most targeted player on the Jets. All right, I do want to do a recap because we are deep into this draft. We went Garrett Wilson, Devon Achane, Metcalf, Rashee Rice, Kyle Pitts, Christian Kirk, Keon Coleman, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Daniels, Tyjae Spears, Austin Eckler, Blake Corum, Jaleel McLaughlin, Noah Fant, Geno Smith, Drake May. Your May bags are heavy. Yeah, I'm trying to get them heavy. I'm done with the idea of, you know, I cooled off on May for just a slight second, just a slight hesitation, but I'm done fading Drake May. You know, like slight concerns that he doesn't start until later on in the season, but I think it's literally like week 6 at like absolute worst, man. I think he could be in there quick. No, dude, I'm telling you, none of them care about stacks, dude. It's crazy. And it's like fine, you know. Gonna up-sub to get more drafts in tonight. Is Zamir White a reach at 62? I wouldn't take him there, but I get it. You like Malachi Corley? I do. In best ball, I think he's a fine pick. Rice gonna pop off this year. I do like him. Few of your favorite stacks. I mean, this is kind of the thing with stacks is I don't really have a favorite stack. It's really just more of like if I take CeeDee Lamb, I'm fine taking Dak Prescott later, or this is what I would say about stacks, especially in home leagues, fellas. Especially in home leagues. You don't have to stack, and I'm not even saying you should stack, but what I'm saying is that if you take CeeDee Lamb at 102 and you come back around in like the 9th round and you're staring down Dak Prescott versus Jordan Love, I would just break the tie to the stack. You know, 2 quarterbacks in the same tier, might as well take Dak Prescott to link him up with CeeDee Lamb instead of Jordan Love. And the idea is that if CeeDee Lamb goes down, your team's going to suck anyways, and if CeeDee Lamb does really good, Dak Prescott probably also does really good. So that's kind of the give and take there. So what was I going to do here? If somebody took Javon Baker, I'm going to kill him. All right, Javon Baker. All right, yeah, let's take him. And I think you guys aren't going to like this last pick. Look, you could talk me into just keeping it 5 running backs. Or no, going like 6 running backs here. But I think we're actually going to keep it at 5 running backs. Here's the question, fellas. Is it Is it 5 running backs and Diami Brown, or is it 6 running backs and no Diami Brown? So I wouldn't mind getting Diami Brown to Jaden Daniels. I worked to Kendrick Bourne. I mixed him in a little bit. People are saying 6 running backs. That's just not as fun, though. Damn it. Yeah, it probably should be 6 running backs. We're going to do Roshan. Yeah, we'll go Roshan. That gives us our final nail in the coffin of getting Week 17 correlation. So here's the final team. We're going to run up another one. Actually, let's just run on while it's waiting, or while it's filling. I'll roll through the team. So we started Garrett Wilson, Devon Achane, DK Metcalf, Rashee Rice, Kyle Pitts, Christian Kirk, Keon Coleman, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Daniels, Tyjae Spears, Eckler, Corum, McLaughlin, Noah Fant, Geno Smith, Drake May, Javon Baker, Roshan. I'd say all in all, this is a pretty fun team. I've been talking about it recently. I've been trying to lean into 3 quarterback builds here at the the tail end of these. But all right. Wow. All right, so we have 1 minute left on this pick. This needs to be a wide receiver. Cincinnati, Chicago. You guys are exposing me right now. Cincy, Denver, Chicago, Seattle. I don't know. There's no good stacking options. I've been coming around on Luke McCaffrey now that Jahan Dotson's gone, so we're just gonna take an uncorrelated McCaffrey. We're gonna make some of these picks before we get back on the. We're waiting for that other best ball mania to fill, and then we'll be on the clock, whatever. But I need to make a few picks here. Let's actually zoom out so you guys can see this. All right, just bear with me, fellas. We're running 1-4-5-1. Let's see, Jaden Daniels. Let's go Jalen Wright. I think that this isn't riveting content, but I don't think it's unwatchable to see me make some of these picks. And then we're gonna go with, I do like Freiermuth past ADP, man. We're gonna go Freiermuth. So this is a 3 quarterback team. Brees. Don't really need another running back. Good Lord, how many slow drafts you in? Honestly, not that many. I'm at 35 right now, and they're all towards like the tail end. It's really not that many, I promise. I've seen it. I talked about it yesterday, Rowan. It's not great, but I'm still drafting him. I just think he's the second best pass catcher on the team, and that'll shake itself out eventually. San Fran, Jets. All right, let's take Malachi Corley, stack him to Rodgers here. I'm trying to get as many of these in before we're on the clock in the other one. Did I not? The hell? Did I not join one? I could have sworn I did. Team full. It shouldn't. Alright. What the hell is this about? I hope this isn't me joining 2. Why has it just not been... What the hell is this fetching your draft? Alright, there we go. Waiting for one person. While we're waiting, let's get these out of the way. So this needs to be a quarterback. Probably going to be Drake May, to be honest with you. Unless, Vegas, Rams, San Fran... Probably going to be a backstacked Drake May. That's kind of my glass case of emergency right now. Is just May, and then probably like Baker, You could talk me into this being a 6 running back team. I don't know. We already have Gibbs. Ramondre Brooks. We're gonna take Javon Baker. $47 minutes left here. Let's see. Again, I know that this is not quite riveting content. I just want to get these out of the way so I don't have to worry about them later. So what do we got? We got Purdy, Geno. Dude, this might just be me spamming Drake May. We're going to take Drake May. San Fran, Seattle. Probably a 3 tight end team. So we're actually going to take Juwan Johnson here. All right, so now we're on the clock in our actual BBM. You know what I'm going to do? I'm taking Bijan, man. I'm taking Bijan. I like the take that Sam Sherman had on Twitter the other day. All right. We'll actually just go to that draft and we'll worry about the rest later. He had a take that he's been taking the big 2 running backs over Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jefferson, and Chase, and I kind of like it. I kind of like that call. All right, here we are. When CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase at 102, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan, Justin. Wow, 104 McCaffrey. What the hell happened in this draft? Holy shit. But then Justin Jefferson, Breece Hall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown. So not going to lie, Baker has been kind of bad lately. Seems like he's still kind of raw and will come alive in year 2 or 3, but maybe he'll come alive in week 15 or 16. The winner of Best Ball Mania, the first one ever, had KJ Hamler as a rookie, where he just had this spike week in like week 15 or week 16 that sent him to the championship. In Best Ball, I really don't need him to come alive. I just need a couple weeks. Is there a world where Garrett Wilson can finish as the wide receiver 1? I would personally be floored, but maybe. I don't know. We did a video on like trying to predict wide receiver 1s, and I was calling it like the idea of like a stepping stone year. Very rarely do we see a guy go from like Garrett Wilson's, like 12 points per game up to, 22, 23 points per game, what you need to be the wide receiver 1 overall. But if anybody could do it, it would be the guy who's had league bottom quarterback play and now, Aaron Rodgers in an offense that's going to use him in the red zone. I cannot make the case for Garrett Wilson over Jefferson and Chase. I know some people have. Where's the sub count? I took it down because people were unsubbing. You've been Breece and Bijan at 105 too. And I'll be honest, I have Breece over Bijan. I just have such a disgusting amount of Breece and honestly not enough Bijan that, I got like 30 BBMs left to go. I'm going to try and squeeze some last second Bijan in there. AJ Brown or JT? I am AJ Brown side of that. What's that website do you think has the worst rankings? Honestly, all of them, man. All of them. I think Sleeper probably is the best, but Yahoo and ESPN are equally as bad. He takes Nico Collins. I'm honestly going to get a little weird and take Devontae here. He's like a slight reach. I don't know. I didn't like anything on the board. He could have talked me into London, but I didn't really feel like going with Falcons RB1, Falcons wide receiver 2, or wide receiver 1. Yeah, Hamler, Tyquan Baker. Yeah, Tyquan Thornton was on a championship team. That's a good shout. Are there going to be any more $5 puppy drafts? I think that there will be. I think that they're going to try and slow down BBM filling soon. Do you like Javonte Williams as an RB2 in redraft? I love him as an RB2. I'd say I can't shut up about him being an RB2 in fantasy. Been using your videos to study for my drafts this year. Will you rate the team I drafted yesterday? If I send it as Super Chat, I will. How high are you taking Cup? I think late second is fine. You could have taught me taking Cup there. Damn, I hate what came back around to us. Let's go Devontae Smith. I'm certain I haven't started a draft with Bijan, Devontae, and Devontae, if you will. Super Chat from Cuntage. What a name. And he sends a super chat without the team in it. God damn it. I'll wait for you to send the team. Devontae's a long reach. I don't really think it is. I'm streaming. Probably not, man. I'm gonna be streaming for a while, but it's all gonna be paid drafts. How many BBMs do you expect to do a day from here till season kickoff? Probably like 3 is kind of the pace I have to be at, maybe more. Kyron, JT, or King Henry. I would rank them JT, Kyron, big tier break, Henry. So just sub to the Patreon, only see the rankings from 2023. Where are the 2024 rankings? The 2024 ranking should be either pinned at the top or, I mean, I don't know. I'll check the Patreon now. I did mess around with some titling this morning to make sure I didn't screw that up, but I always get in my bag when people struggle to find things in the... Yeah, if you got to go to the posts. The pinned one connecting to the Discord server and FF cheat sheet link, it'll be there. And if not there, you can scroll down in the posts. And I have August 25th update, FF Rankings and Tiers 2024. Just go to my posts on Patreon. Drafting for a home league in 30 minutes, got a top 3 pick. Hell yeah, dude. Mr. August, some are saying. What are some misprinted players on Yahoo top of your head? I made a video a while back kind of looking through those, but most of the usual suspects of like Tank Dell, Malik Neighbors. Let's see what comes back here. Would you ever take Nico Collins over Marvin redraft? Yeah, I think you could. I haven't yet. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take George Pickens. I haven't taken him in a while. Could talk me into 4th round Laporta. I'm gonna take Pickens. We talked him up a few videos ago. I've been wanting to mix him in more. Do you agree with where Cup went in the second? Not over London, but I've taken Cup in the second before. I think he's a fine pick there. Yeah, I was hoping for Hurts to come back, but he didn't make it past A.J. Brown, sadly. Stroud, Ladd, or Purdy roam in NFC. That's a tough one. Honestly, probably Stroud, Ladd. If Stroud is correlated, I think so. But it's really close. You can get 10 carries a game with Atlanta running back in 10th round. Why draft Bijan? Because I'm getting the guy who'll get 20 touches a game and is the better player. I love that. That's why like people have been giving me shit. They're like, why is a first round pick on your breakout running backs video? Why are you talking about Bijan in a breakout video? It's because people still can't wrap their head around Bijan being a first round pick because they have to see it to believe it. And they're talking up Tyler Algier, who averaged like 3.7 yards per carry last year, and Bijan blew him out of the water in all metrics. And even with Tyler Algier taking a meaningful workload, Mike Clay has him projected for 12 touches per game, which seems about reasonable. He still has Bijan as a top 3 running back. And you're saying 10 carries a game for the Atlanta running back. Bijan will get the receptions, which are worth more in PPR. It's all I really care about, to be honest. Let's see. Probably going to take elite tight end here. Let's go Kincaid. I've been trying to get more Kincaid recently. This is a very... I can tell you for sure I've never started a draft with these 5 in a row. Tank Dell or Diggs? Probably Diggs, but if I had one draft for the rest of my life, it'd be Dell. Getting the drinks going for 50K? Probably not tonight. I am personally London over Cup. It's very weird when you word it as advise. I don't really see myself as an advisor, but yeah, I personally have that ranked that way. Josh Downs finally got his picture on Underdog. Hell yeah. Like, you realize Algier can get 10 carries per game, and Bijan can still be a top 3 running back in points per game? All right, so Kuntic has finally come back around here. You took JT. It's 10-team Superflex. Would love to know how many receivers in flex spots. But Allen, Taylor, Harrison Jr., Achane, Love, Pitts, Waddle, Reed, Pickens, Devontae. Yeah, I mean, I'd say you crushed this draft. It's a 10-teamer, so it's tough to really say. But the team, I mean, through 10 rounds, you're yet to draft a bad player. Through 13 rounds, you're yet to draft a bad player. So I would say you did pretty well. Hell yeah, that's a name I recognize. Congrats on 50K. We're getting there. We're getting there. 50K almost. Almost. But with you since 9K, hell yeah, dude. I recognize your name too. What do we got here, man? Super chat. Appreciate it, Michael. Achane, keeping Achane for a 10th round pick. 101. What do you pick for 101, 212, and 301? Is CMC crazy? No, I would go CMC, and then I would take best player available at 212, 301. I rarely map out my 2-3 turn picks. I would just take whatever comes to you. All right, we're going to get another falling Richardson. We'll take Richardson here then. We'll just start out with a really balanced team. Sounds good to me. It's another, you know, what, his ADP is 59, and that's been falling, and we just got him at pick 68. I'll keep taking falling Richardson. I got no issue with it. People want to go crazy about a pick 6 in a preseason game, they can go ahead. You had HN fall to in the 4th? God damn. Would I take Rashee Rice over Evans, Etienne, and Metcalf? I wouldn't. I'd have him behind all those guys. So Kirk's going to feed Bijan in London. I agree. No, there's 100% an argument to be made. Just knowing, you know, how small the percentage is of winning Best Ball Mania, you might as well be opinionated. And, like, there's very much merit to being ultra aggressive on your guys so that you either swing or you miss. Or what do you know, either hit big or you miss. Yeah, you don't want to draft the same team over and over again, but getting to like 50% plus exposure on players wouldn't be that crazy to me. Mikey's Meats 39. What a name. There goes Deontay. All right, we're going to take... we said to fade Keenan Allen today, but Keenan Allen in the 7th round, and I said today, the big reason why I'm not taking Keenan Allen is because there's never a spot where Keenan Allen's available and Rome Odunze isn't, but we just got that reality just now. Rome Odunze got picked. Keenan Allen way past ADP. Come on down. Waddle or Cup? I'm team Cup there. But both in the same tier. You said you're the GOAT, love the Patreon content, first Patreon I've ever paid for. I'm happy to hear that. I do sometimes... I don't know if... I sometimes get anxious about people struggling to find the stuff that they paid for, but I feel like I lay it out as clear as I possibly can. There's literally a pinned post on how to join the Discord. All the stuff you're looking for is pinned. It's just... I don't know. But I'd rather Worthy or Rice? Rice for me. Yeah, Keenan Allen is fat, but I'm taking him in the 7th for sure. Super chat earlier was a Superflex League, CMC. Yeah, like I said, I just wouldn't I'm not gonna map out your 212 and 301. I don't know the environment of a Superflex well enough. But I would take Achane, I would take CMC. I guess in a Superflex is McCaffrey not the 101? Is it a... I don't know. I got to be honest with you guys with the Super Chats. Superflex is not my specialty at all. Like, I truly got nothing for you guys in terms of Superflex. I don't know. Any of you guys that play Superflex, is it McCaffrey 101 or is it Josh Allen 101? I guess if you're keeping Achane in the 10th, maybe you go quarterback there. And then 212, 301, I got nothing. Josh Allen, number 1 in Superflex. Maybe go Allen and then see what comes back to you. You can kind of punt RB2 a little bit. McCaffrey's like pick 6. Okay, that's my bad then. That's bad advice from me. But, like, that's why I don't do Superflex videos. I just genuinely have no grasp of it in redraft. Yeah. So take Allen or Hurts and then see what comes back at 212, 301. You're gonna come back at 212, 301, and there's still gonna be studs on the board too, I feel like, you know? So go Allen or Hurts. And then, like I've said, projecting out 301 and 212 is tough. It's tough. I just don't know what's going to be available. Because you might mess around and like have something like Puka be... Like, Puka's probably going to be there, right, in a super flex. Like, JT might be there. Like, there's going to be really good position players there, and you might as well just knock out quarterback first. Marvin or Olave, I just saw in the chat. I'm personally on Marv there. Let's see. We'll go Ramondre. So why does Love go so low when he's projected for 4K yards and 40 touchdowns? There's no way he's projected for 40 touchdowns. And I feel like that's not even... Like, he's not really going low. He just went ahead of Dak. Like, 8th round seems about right. To me. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's my bad on the super flex stuff. Definitely go quarterback there, and then see what comes back. When going 0 RB, is part of the strategy to also trade a stud receiver for a stud running back during the season, or just stick to waivers? For me personally, I'm sticking to waivers. Like most of the 0 RB teams that I have are in teams where I can't even make trades. But you absolutely could if you'd like to, like, try and do that. But yeah, I just build it out with waivers and late round running backs and hope that I hit on those. Would rather McBride at 48 or Kincaid at 68? Probably Kincaid at 68 over on Yahoo. What's your price range, Scott? All right, so the start for this team so far, we went Bijan, Devontae Adams, Devontae Smith, George Pickens, Dolan Kincaid, Richardson, Keenan Allen, Ramondre. That's our start so far. Let's see at the available options here. Man, I'm not even a huge fan of Addison, but Addison, ADP 87, and his pick is 101. I'll take that all day. Say less. 2v2 of Tyreek and Jacobs or Bijan Cup. Bijan Cup by a lot for me. $400, and I would honestly do, I don't know, I have no affiliation with them, but I would do one of NFC RotoWire Online Championship. This is a high stakes league, or the RTS Sports FTC. I would do one of those two. FTC is $300. RotoWire is $350. Those are high stakes leagues where there's no trading. You draft your team, and it's a tournament. So it's like weeks 1 through 14 is your normal league, and if you win that league, you advance to a tournament that has like $250,000 up top. I think the RTS one has like $500,000 up top, but it's much more top heavy. But yeah, that's I think I've done like 10, or no, I've done like 9 350s by now, 300 to 350s. But yeah, that's where I would go. But we got Blake Huff in here. Hell yeah, this team is fire. Thank you. You think Kittle will have explosive year? I think so. I think that he'll have some spike weeks for sure. Is there any player you wouldn't draft no matter how far they fall? No. That's kind of the beauty of what we're doing here. No, there's no player I won't take. Not the draft I was complimenting. What the hell's going on here? Saw RTS Sports isn't super sharp. Yeah, that's 100%. I don't know. I personally like NFC's format better. Like, I probably prefer the payout structure, and I prefer the reason that I play so much on the NFC is just because the platform is usable. RTS I haven't used yet. The payout structure is a little bit flatter, where you can finish like top 5 and still make good money. On RTS, if you finish anything but first, it's like it's pretty top heavy, which is fine. You're shooting for first anyways. RTS is softer, but NFC I prefer the format of weeks 1 through 14 is just your league, and then weeks 15 through 17 is like a simultaneous playoffs of either within your league or in the championship for the overall prize. RTS, I believe that your championship is week 14. So like if you build a super team and you have a week 14 bye on like your first round pick, that's an issue. Which is all the Texans, which I really like drafting. I got screwed on the FFPC a few years back when we were big on Jonathan Taylor the year that he was the RB1 overall, and all my FFPC teams fell flat because my best player that took me there couldn't play in the championship game. So NFC, you get none of that. And NFC as well, you don't even have to go to a playoff. If your team is the leading scorer, like the most points scored and the best head-to-head record, you just automatically win, and then you also make it to the championship. So I prefer NFC, but like if you're gonna do like, I don't know, 3 or 4, I definitely think that it's worth trying at least one on RTS, because we did get a pretty sick team with a lot of value. All right, people are spooked on Tyjae Spears after today, huh? I guess we'll just sort of buy the very small dip here and take a Tyjae Spears. Can you grade my home league drafts? I'm begging you guys to give me the amount of receivers and flex spots. But Brees Hall, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, Gibbs, Neighbors, Higgins, Worthy, JSN. Yeah, I mean, none of that seems like a good draft. It's tough. I don't know how many teams are in this league. There's not a lot of context, but you didn't draft a player that to me is like a dart throw until Ben Sinnott. So probably a pretty strong team. Hope you've been doing great and your weekend was great. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Took second in RTS in 2015, dropped from 200K to 25K. Yeah. I was looking at the structure. It's interesting. Like, it's 500K to first place, but I think like second only gets like 25. Which is fine still. Like, I like the, you know, the variety, if you will, but what are your upcoming videos going to be about? People were not happy about the Saquon slander today, huh? Tomorrow's going to be like a My Guys video, like my favorite players in every round, and then after that I got nothing, man. I have a couple of rough ideas of what I want to do. You know, I don't take a lot of Rashid Shaheed, but in best ball where I already have Devontae Adams for that Vegas game, why not? I don't know. I didn't like anything that was on the board, to be honest with you guys. Could have talked me into an unstacked Goddard there, but I'm fine. Think Tank Dell's going to be good? I do. $10-team league, full PPR, keeper league. I still want to know how many receivers and flex spots, but yeah, like even if it's 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, or 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, or whatever, this is still a strong team. But it's tough. It's like I have a tough time breaking down 10-team leagues because like all 10 teams do good. What's the buy-in for RTS? $300. Do you ever do a tight end ranking video? Probably not. Not at this part of the off season. Just because nobody cares. I don't know. I've said this before, but my rankings videos don't even really do well. So I don't know. And it's a headache to like rank 40 receivers. I might just do like a top 50 overall rankings video and just cut it off at 1. So I don't know. I'll be honest. After tomorrow's video comes out, the rest of the week I don't really have. I have a couple of videos I know I'm going to post, but I don't have to till the end of the week. So we'll figure it out. We always do. What's the Costco guys video? Yeah, I was going to. Like 10 breakout candidates ready to go boom. But I don't want to I mean, we just did breakout running backs and breakout receivers. Like that's the biggest issue I'm coming into. Like I can do a breakout candidates video, but I just did running backs and receivers. Of course, I can include some running backs and tight ends, maybe try and change it up a little bit, but it's tough. We're in a really weird spot where I feel like all the takes I could make are already out there. I might do like a mistakes not to make in your league video. But I don't know, it feels like most drafts have already kind of wrapped up. I might do that though, like a mistakes to let your league mates make and kind of talk through stacking and drafting your handcuff and stuff like that. But that's not super fun. No, let's lean into this Vegas Saints game. If you're going to give me Jacoby Myers like 20 picks past his ADP, I don't even draft Jacoby Myers, but I'm fine with that there. Yeah, I've done a sleepers video. Any video where I break down complex stats. I could do a receivers in the dead zone kind of breakdown. Super chat from Catman Jesus. I got nothing. Wow, we got another receiver to fall to us. I'm not going to take him this time. Mike Williams, I'm good on. There goes Stafford. Let's do Downs to Richardson, and then that's probably our like last wide receiver on this team. But all right, Henry makes a good point here. We actually have at 8 p.m. we have an NFC high stakes draft. We entered another one. I figured this is gonna be a long night. I figured it'd be a fun surprise. And we've done 5 in a row, but we're gonna do another one. $350. We're gonna probably drip this down as far as we can. I thought that I planned this out well enough, but we're gonna probably have to do like the last 2 rounds while we're in the middle of the NFC draft. Or not in the middle, but like doing the first round. But I think we'll be all right. Just did your home league draft this morning with the cheat sheet. Super happy with how it went. Hell yeah, dude. You should make a video explaining fantasy football to new people. Yeah, that's what I might do. You know, mistakes to let your league mates make as kind of a video like that. Who you taking? Fate of the universe on the line between Debo, Cup, and Waddle? Probably Cup. Yeah, Henry already knew I was in there. But yeah, fellas, leave a like. We're doing a high stakes draft. Leave a like. Subscribe if you're pumped up for it. We'll have that. I'll have that on the screen here. Like pretty much, it's gonna tip off at 8 p.m. Should be fun. 49.8. We're getting there. We're climbing. We're climbing. We're starting the high stakes at 8, so we're gonna have another like hour and a half on here. We should hit it. We're gonna get real close. Yeah, I was looking at that too. It didn't seem like there were a lot like good people in here. In these high stakes, do you have waiver wire? I do. I do. So future me is not stoked about it, but I'm lucky enough that my job description is blocking out time and doing waiver runs. But it's just not fun. Like by the time we get to like week 9 and I'm going through it and it's like, is this team dead? Like this team probably isn't going to make the playoffs, but I still have to do the waivers just in case if something happens. And yeah, the waivers are not fun. But these streams are fun, and it makes up for it. Yeah, pretty much. And this is what happens every offseason. But last year we went too far, dude. We ended up with like 26. This season I'm doing no more than 20. I'm doing no more than 20. Let's see. Let's go Hunter Henry here. I think we're pretty much done with receivers. Yeah, so this is gonna end up being a probably a 2.682 now that I look at it. 2.682. Right, like our receivers are good. You could you could honestly talk me into a 2.592 as well. Maybe this is a 2.592. Something like that. All right, this is gonna be a true race against time here. I'm kind of starting to shift things around to get ready for this live draft. It's going to get hectic though. It's gonna get hectic. How many of your high stakes you can manage to get Kyron off waivers last season? Honestly, like none. Because like these 20-round drafts, he's almost drafted. I got maybe a couple Pukas. That was probably my biggest my biggest miss from last season was I just wasn't We're going to play no funny games. We're just going to take Sam Darnold here as our second quarterback. Got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 3 more picks. We're all over the place right now. We also have the few drafts that I am... The slow drafts. All right, let's knock these out as well. I'm just going to do them on my phone. So just bear with me, fellas. We're going to have a high stakes draft in here very soon. And it'll all be worth it. I just have to make 3 picks. That's it. I will be honest, this was piss poor scheduling. But here we are. All right, there we go. Now we just have to focus on this one. Probably pull it up on my phone on the side. Let's think. Now I'm going to switch out the thumbnail. We'll switch out the thumbnail. Geez, today's video is still going crazy. All right, we just changed the thumbnail. Next thing we have to do is probably move this to another screen in a second here. This is a race against time. Everybody bear with me. I'm going to get into chats and everything in a second. We're going to make this pick, and then we're going to switch it over to my phone. Again, I could have definitely done a better job scheduling this. I should have really have sprinted to this next draft and not waited so long for it to wrap up. But all right, we have our 2 quarterbacks. Now it's time to just hammer out running backs. Yeah, we'll go Marshawn Lloyd on the other side of that Minnesota game. That's perfect. Time to do... By the way, we will be drafting off of my top 200 cheat sheet. So if you're out there and you have a draft coming up, make sure you check out the top 200 cheat sheet. I have a link in the description, live chat, and the comment section down below with a link to the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. That has my top 200 with tiers, targets, avoids, all of that good stuff is right there. And of course, this has been an underdog draft, which you can find over on Underdog Fantasy using promo code Ron. Get you a deposit match to $1,000. All right. So let's pull this up on my phone. Five picks away. Time to lock in. Leave a like. Subscribe. Again, we are out here in the trenches running up another high-stakes fantasy football draft just for you guys. Right? Honestly, for me as well. I do enjoy these. And I was going to do it, but this is honestly kind of a heat check. I've loved the last 2 drafts we've done, the players we've ended up with. So it's kind of a heat check, you know. Can we draft another sick team? We're not getting stuffed in lockers recently. I've felt really good about the teams we've drafted the last few days. So here we go. I'm going to pull up my rankings on a separate screen with my ADP as well. McCaffrey goes 101. We are on the clock in the other draft. We got all kinds of things happening here. All right, we're on deck. All right, we're taking one of the top 2 running backs here. I would love our first Bijan share in a managed league. I would. Go Brees, Team 4. Don't be weird. And he goes Amon-Ra. Damn it. I already have so much Brees, man. I kind of want to take Bijan for the culture, but I don't think I can, man. I don't think I can do it. I think it just has to be Brees. Yeah, we're gonna take Brees. I don't know what you guys are gonna say in the chat, but I have a stronger conviction on Brees, and I'm kind of fine. I mean, I wouldn't call it putting all my eggs in one basket. Let me see how many teams I actually have with Brees at this point. I should have checked that before I made the pick. Yeah, I only have only like two teams with Brees, so this will be team number 3 through 11 drafts with Brees, and I'm comfortable with that. I do, before it's all said and done, I do need a Bijan team, though. Let me just make sure that I'm not... Yeah, no, I don't have a Bijan team yet. Hate to see that. All right, now I got to get ADP pulled up. I got to get my rankings pulled up. We'll see if we get any value to come back to us. I kind of doubt we do. And I will say, too, if any of you guys are using my rankings, I kind of have like instructions on the first tab. Just make a copy, and you can kind of mess with that yourself. And either, you know, you can kind of tweak the rankings. I personally just make a copy and then start checking players off manually. I would say, so like in terms of like, now I'm kind of just hunting for certain players with my last, you know, I probably have maybe 5 to 8 high stakes managed leagues left. I really want a Garrett Wilson team and I really want a Bijan team. Those are the two guys I'm looking out for. And I will say, now that I have 3 Brees Hall teams, this is probably, I mean, like if I have the 105 and Brees gets there, I'll take him. But from here on out, I probably break the tie to Bijan. I prefer not to be overexposed. There's JT. Wilson's gone. AJ Brown. Jefferson at 8. We get Marv to go at 12. There goes Gibbs as well. We don't have a Gibbs team yet, but I'm not gonna cry if we don't end up with a Gibbs team. So nothing crazy happened. We had CeeDee Lamb still go number 2. We had Jamar Chase at 7. Jefferson at 8. There goes Saquon. High T start, JT and Saquon there. I'll get the chats in a second. I'm just pulling up ADP on the side. All right, we just finished our underdog draft as well. We got a last-second Kendre Miller in. All right, so there goes London. There goes Olave. How many leagues do I play in with the patrons? I have a tournament where we're going to do 4 leagues on Sleeper, and they all meet up in the playoffs. And the highest scoring teams from the playoffs all together, they get the top prizes. I know I could have just had a Bijan team. I know. I'm just saying that was a Brees for us. There goes ETN. There's somebody we would really like. There's somebody we would really like if he gets here. Damn it, man. Oh, that sucks. All right. God, we almost got him. You hate to see that. We're going to take Achan here. We have one other Brees Achan start, but I didn't like how we finished that team. So, God, that sucks. That sucks. Whatever. I've been wanting to get more Achan. Looking back, I kind of do wish I went Bijan there because Bijan Achan would have been a new combo for me, but Team 4 and 6 are the ones that are experienced. You hate to see that for me. God, you hate to see that for me. Yeah, Bijan and Puka is crazy. Are you concerned about Puka's knee? Not at all. It was just like it was literally just swelling, and he's gonna be fine. Would I rather have Puka and Cup or replace Cup with DK? I would rather have Puka and Cup there. Well, Daniel's got it all figured out, man. Every time I see you get bummed about getting sniped on Puka, I get happy because there's no way he ever hits that season again. We'll see, man. Nobody knows, and usually when somebody has that good of a rookie year, they're usually a stud. That's usually how that works. Very rarely do you see a rookie year as good as his, and then they never top it again. I can't even really name an example of that. I don't think I would go out on a limb and say that nobody has ever hit a 17-plus point per game season as a rookie as a wide receiver and has never bested that in another year. Am I taking Marv over Puka? No. Am I worried about Gibbs' hamstring? A little bit. How do you feel about the lack of Brock Bowers injury updates? Not all that concerned just yet. Said Weber has 27, Siegel has 21. All right, that's good to know. It does suck that I'm in between the two of the experienced guys, but we'll see what happens here. Damn it. I do kind of wish we broke the tie to Bijan, but we're fine. Like I said, next time we're in that situation, we'll break the tie to Bijan. I'm just only partly bummed because we already have a Brees Achan team. But this one will be different than that. And I'm fine having multiple Brees Achan starts, to be honest with you. This is kind of like, I mean, if you were to tell me, you know, I'm going to have my guys video tomorrow. My first round guy is going to be Brees. My second round guy is going to be Achan. So I'm kind of fine putting my money where my mouth is with a couple of those combinations, I guess you could call them. You going to stop DoorDash at 50K? We haven't been DoorDashing for a while. There goes Evans. You can have him. Cup went off the board. A couple of guys I'd be stoked to get here. It is important to note we already have Team 10 going 3 straight receivers, Team 9 going 3 straight receivers, so it's kind of time to wisen up. There goes Metcalf. What are you going to do, Team 6? Devontae Smith. All right, we're going to take our... I'm actually stoked on that. We're taking our first... I've been wanting to get him for a while, but we're going to take our first DJ Moore team here. And managed. Yep, if only I had pick 6, man. If only. Do I like Devontae Adams' ADP? I'm indifferent to it. I'm not crazy about taking him. I have him ranked, what, 21st? Yeah, so, like, that's where I would take it, but I wouldn't feel great about it. Why does Debo go so high in underdog drafts? I don't know. The market seems to not have really reacted much to the whole Ayuk thing. They're very set on Ayuk either holding out or getting traded, and Debo kind of benefiting from that. I'm not quite sure if that's right or wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you, Henry. This is a light room, but I am hating that I'm sandwiched between 4 and 6. This would have been much better if I was on a different side of the board than them. I'm just gonna get sniped at each side. It's gonna suck, but all right. We got Kenneth Walker going in the 3rd round. Hell yeah. Set the tone. Nutty start? Hell yeah. What's the maximum amount of players we should draft from the same team? 3. And that's quarterback, pass catcher, pass catcher. Laporta goes. Pittman goes. All right, let me pull up ADP now. I've been meaning to do that for a while, and I just didn't. All right, let's see. So Kelsey goes, Laporta goes, Diggs goes. He goes T. Higgins, huh? All right, we're gonna take yet another. I think we're gonna take yet another Rashee Rice team. Is where I'm at here. We just keep on taking him. Yeah, that's the pick. The only other guy you could have talked me into there was going to be T. Higgins. So good on him for taking T. We're gonna. I mean, like I said, like this sandwich, this sandwich sucks, man. This is not a fun. 4 and 6 got me not in a locker just yet, but Debo or DJ Moore. I'm on Debo side there. There goes McLaurin. If he didn't take T, I probably would have taken T. I have my other Breece Achane start pulled up right now. Just trying to make sure I don't pretty much copy that team. So breaking ties to players I don't have on that team, if that makes sense. On that team, we got like a 6th round Rashee Rice, which is pretty sweet. But we're given no choice there. We also had Tank Dell on that team. Didn't feel like taking Flowers again. Huh. 4th round Calvin Ridley, huh? It was James Cook. This is, by the way, 3rd round reversal, full PPR, 3 wide receivers, 1 flex, $350 buy-in, managed league, waivers, no trades. You watched your strategy video on ship chasing channel. That team is ridiculous. Yeah, that's a really fun video I did with Peep. It feels like ages ago, but yeah. Rashee over Flowers, yeah. Rice over Dell, yeah. Similar bets, better offense. Yeah, I'm putting them in a locker. That's how we're going to spin this. I love a Ron sandwich with an extra side of tartar sauce. I hate this guy. There goes Mahomes. Can't believe we got Mahomes in the middle of the 5th last night. That was crazy. What's the format? All right, I think I just covered that. Let me know if you were here for that. But it's 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, full PPR, 6-point passing touchdowns, managed league 20 rounds. There goes Flowers. There goes Pickens. I gotta be honest, I'm ever so slightly lost here on what we're gonna do with this next pick. I have a couple of ideas. Huh. It was Rashad White. There goes Andrews. I have one player I really want, but there's just no way he gets back to me. We'll see. We got 4 picks. There's just no way. What do you guys think? Probably realistically an elite tight end. I don't know. Fifth round, like Xavier Worthy after taking Rice feels pretty ugly. 5th round, Jaden Reed feels ugly. 5th round, Christian Kirk feels ugly. Opinions on Jaden Reed, I like him. There goes McBride. What do you got, Team 7? Take Jalen Hurts, Team 6. Take Jalen Hurts. Hell yes. Hell yes. And we sprint to take Tank, though. God damn it. We're building the same exact team I already have. We're building the team I already have. I hate to say it. The other Brees Achane start literally also has Rashee Rice and Tank Dell. I don't know if you guys were even on board with my me wanting to take Tank Dell. But Tank Dell in the 5th round in a room that's hammering receivers like this, I'm a very big fan of. Started 2 running backs at the gate and now have DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell in our receiver spots. That feels good. Wow, so this guy took Josh Allen and Kelsey and now has Kincaid on the board for the stack if he wants it. This team might be identical to your home league team. Hell yeah. Opinions on James Conner? I like him in like the 6th, 7th round. Achane's not him. Scrap the whole team. God damn it. There goes Kincaid. That's a good pick. We'll see what makes it back to me. I'm tempted to try and push Kittle here. You know, it's a double hero RB. We don't need elite onesies across the board. I will say Stroud is an interesting conversation if he gets back here. But there's still Lamar on the board too. There goes Connor. There goes Deontay. Lamar. That's a really good turn for Team 2. There goes Keenan Allen. What should we do? Let's see. Jaden Reed makes some sense. Christian Kirk makes some sense. I don't really like Christian Kirk, though, to be honest with you. I can't do Xavier Worthy. Kittle makes some sense, but I do think we're going to have a choice of Kittle on the way back. I think I'm going to go Jaden Reed. And we'll see what makes it back to us. Actually, we haven't taken Chris Godwin yet in one of these. And he goes like right here. We're going to go Godwin. Just to switch it up a little bit. Nah, we haven't officially hit 50K just yet, but I do appreciate the love. We got Josh in here. Thank you, Josh. We're getting close. Right now we're at 49,913. This stream is just essentially me hoping that it hits 50K by the time we're done here. But I do appreciate it. And I will say with the Chris Godwin pick as well, like we do have, we already have Tank Dell who has issues in terms of running out there and 2 wide receiver sets. I didn't want to draft another player who kind of has a similar issue as that. I don't know if you guys are going to like, I don't know if you guys are going to like that Godwin pick a ton, but I was fine with it. I wasn't crazy about him or Christian Kirk or whatever. We better get tiers now. We're not getting tiers, but it is sweet for sure. I don't mind stacking with the same bye week now. Goes Evan Ingram. See if Team 11 passes on Kittle. Yeah, if you're watching right now, we have like 600 people in here. Make sure you're subscribed. Check right now. See if you're subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a like. All the good stuff. There goes Swift. Really intrigued by Cup-esque usage with Godwin. That is a good point. I think people are sleeping on him. I do get the Jalen McMillan stuff, but Godwin's going to eat from the slot. It's going to be fun. I don't know. I'm not crazy about Godwin. That's the first time I've drafted him in a managed league, but I don't know. It was between him, Kirk, and Jaden Reed, and I just figured, we already took Tank Dell, who has some concerns about like being on the field. I have them all in the same tier. I figured, like Godwin in the 6th round in a 3 wide receiver 1 flex. Could do worse. Damn it, he goes Kittle. All right. We played with fire. But to be honest, if we took 2 running backs out the gate, we can't build a team that then has elite tight end, elite quarterback. Like we would have ended up falling behind that wide receiver anyways. So I don't know. It's kind of the game you play when you start 2 running backs up top. I don't know. I'm curious how you guys feel about that. We missed out on Kittle. But we're gonna have a shot. Like when it comes back around, we'll have a shot at like Njoku, Bowers, whatever. And I like Kittle, but I already have him on 2 of like my 12 teams at this point. I thought maybe he could get past Team 11. Yeah, I remember hearing that it's like there's like a Rams, the new OC, Cohen comes from a Rams tree. If Godwin gets that treatment, It's honestly, I actually dropped a video today saying that I don't love Mike Evans as a pick, just because he goes in like home leagues in like the late second. We're talking like 212. And we were just drafting him in the 6th last year. And I loved him in the 6th. I remember me and Josh actually went back and forth about Mike Evans last year. Not back and forth, but just like, friendly banter. But like now you're paying for him off of career highs, or not career highs, like 5-year highs in like targets per out run, yards per out run. It's just a pretty thin bet. There goes Worthy. Stroud's gone. But yeah, so now like he could regress. He could still even hit like 1,000 receiving yards and like 8 touchdowns and be a pretty underwhelming pick at the 212. That's kind of my biggest holdup. Could see Baker fall back down to earth. Oh yeah, I remember on our upside video, Josh was talking about Chris Godwin. I kind of love that. I kind of love the fact that Chris Godwin is Josh Norris's guy, and as he pops his head in this stream, I take Chris Godwin without even making that link. That's destiny. Is for an 11th round Ray Davis pick. There goes Jordan Addison. You said you were too anti-Baker. I'm honestly starting to become anti-Baker this year. I am very concerned about what Baker looks like without Dave Canales. But suppose we shall see. Let's see, we got 2 picks until we're up here. I have a few players I'd really like on this team. Goes Najee. I have a guy I'd like. If he takes him, I'll be scrambling ever so slightly, I'll be honest. Or actually, I wouldn't be scrambling. I have 2 guys that I'd be fine taking. Come on. Take a run. Take David Montgomery. Man, he's bleeding this down. Javonte. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're going to take the guy that I was debating taking at our last pick, Jaden Reed. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That is fun. Now, this is a start I can get behind. There goes Burrow. So Burrow's gone, Javonte's gone, Najee's gone. And that's kind of the beauty of starting 2 running backs up top, is I just don't care when these running backs get taken. I'm not even thinking about running back until like the 10th round here. But done a superlatives video, I have not, but maybe I should. There goes Brian Thomas, good pick. So that opens us up to Jordan Love if we want him. There goes Brian Thomas. Raheem Mostert off the board. All right, I got a couple ideas. Goes Jalen Warren. I have one guy I'd really like if he made it back to us, but if he doesn't, I won't cry about it. There goes John Brooks. Ferguson. All right. The room has given us no choice. Look, fellas, the room has given me no choice. If you're going to give me 8th round Roma Dunze, I can't say no. I can't say no. I know we have other positions of need. I know we do. But I can't say no to 8th round Roma Dunze. And I know we already have DJ Moore, but I'm not all that stressed about that. I don't know how you guys are going to like that. I know that there was, tight ends and quarterbacks on the board, and I know that we're definitely neglecting our onesies here, but I feel very good about our receivers after starting 2 running backs off the bat here. We'll see if I get punished. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 8th round Rome. Yeah, I'm loving this team as well. Brees H.N., DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell, Chris Godwin, Jaden Reed, Roma Dunze. These are, dare I say, Josh, outside of Chris Godwin, these are good players on good offenses. Very simply. Or I don't know. I guess the Jets' offense is a little bit questionable. But I don't know. I think you make the case these are good players on good offenses. That's what I'm going to say here. And we'll see what tight end makes it back to us. Wow, damn. All right, we're actually in a pretty tough spot here. Tight end's going to get real dicey. We got Team 6 and Team 12 yet to take tight ends. I do not know if we're going to get one that we like to come back to us. But I couldn't pass on Rome there. I just couldn't. Just got to land the plane exactly. Yeah, exactly. We still got Kyler hanging around. Way too many receivers and 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. I don't think so. I could not take another receiver moving forward and I'd be fine. But yeah, it's 3 wide receiver, 1 flex is this team. Yeah, this team absolutely fucks. I got a couple of options in terms of quarterback stacks, in terms of tight ends I'm looking at, and there goes Bowers. All right, that's not great. That is not great for our cause here. Wow, he goes Bowers when he already has Kittle? You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right. That's not fun. In fact, you hate to see that. Yeah, you can start 4 wide receivers at a time. I mean, we didn't take one until round 3. Brock Bowers when you already just took Kittle, man? When you already took Kittle? People are saying this team sucks. Why does he need 2 tight ends? I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's very annoying. But it's just what happens in these boomer lobbies is you get this to happen. It sucks, but it's where we're at. There goes Dobbs. Yeah, Team 12, Team 11 are just lighting money on fire. Man, Bowers. Bowers in round 8 after taking Kittle and just 2 receivers through 8. I mean, this is why we play. We are. I probably shouldn't have put 50K subscriber special on the title. I just meant like that we're gonna hit 50K on this stream. That's kind of the goal. We're at 49,945 right now. We need 60. We're 60 subscribers away. All right, so Dobbs went. Lad McConkey went. Let's see. There goes B-Rob. Trying to stay up to date here. I'm for sure missing a bunch of players. Hopkins, J-Mo. There goes Kyler. That's a good Kyler pick. There goes Singletary. Sutton. Shakir. The moment of truth is going to be Team 6. Takes Jordan Love. Alrighty. And you already have Jalen Hurts, man. I mean, I can't be mad because he let Njoku get back to us, but what the hell, man? All right. Yeah, Njoku, come on down. I just hate that because Jordan Love was somebody I was looking for. You could have talked me into pushing Njoku past this turn, right? Team 4 already had a tight end. Team 3 already had a tight end. Team 2 had a tight end. Team 1 had a tight end. But I got to be honest with you guys. I'm done assuming people are going to draft their teams the correct way in these lobbies. I'm just done doing it. We just saw Bowers get taken here. We just saw fucking Jordan Love get taken here. In a perfect world, the way that this went is it was gonna be a really tough choice between Jordan Love and Njoku, and try and push Jordan Love back to us or push Njoku back to us just because these guys already have tight ends. Jeez, dude. Just insane. But I'm cool with Njoku. Tight end could have gone real dicey. There goes Rashid Shaheed. I mean, a Jordan Love pick is better. I guess it's better than an Njoku pick, but sucks, dude. There goes Dak. Wow, jeez. That could have been Caleb, and I would have cried. Come on, Team 4. Begging you to chill. He goes Jacoby Myers. All right. If he took Caleb there, I was literally going to break down into tears and cry. I'll just be straight up with everybody. I would have genuinely broken down and cried. If we're all just gonna lay it out on the table and, you know, be truthful with one another, that's where I was at after that whole debacle. Would have loved to gone Jordan Love and then Njoku on the way back there. That would have been our dream, but I think Caleb is still absolutely fine. Especially given that we have DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, so we're just betting on the Chicago offense here, which I'm absolutely fine with. I think Team 6 is going to go Goddard. That's my guess. If you have Hurts, how can you not go Goddard? And you have Devontae Smith. Yeah, so he goes Goddard. I'm telling you, I'm Mystic Mac. I see these tings. God, Jordan Love when you already have Jalen Hurts. What are we doing? I still can't get over that, man. All right, now I'm just making sure I'm up to date. I was slacking there, I'll be honest. There goes Josh Palmer. It's easy to slack as well when we, you know, we take 2 running backs up top, not really thinking about running back at all the rest of the draft. So Ford goes. Palmer. There goes Purdy. Has Eckler gone? Yeah, Eckler has gone, of course. Not that I was looking to draft him. Maybe. All right, I kind of like where we're at right now. Like I took Pollard super. I didn't even catch that. I took Pollard at the 6-12, huh? I don't think anybody has taken Hollywood. No, somebody has taken Hollywood Brown. Yeah, I'm behind here. I got to be honest. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the rest of my picks right now. I feel pretty locked in. We're probably going to take this. Is probably going to be a 2 quarterback, 2 tight end team. Our receivers. I mean, the team fucks. I mean, I guess we can take some dart throws. We can kind of just be balanced with the rest of our picks. Take some stabs at wide receivers we like. You did ask for tears. Was close. Was close to crying. Try and find Zamir White on this board. Yeah, Zamir White at the end of the 5th. All right, so there goes Zeke. Like I said, I don't even know what I'm really looking for when we come back around to the 11th. I know Josh wants Ray Davis. That might be the pick. Wow, 49ers defense in the 11th round. Thank you for your service. There goes Dowdle. That's been a staple of ours recently. This is going to be another Charbonnet team, man. Why is Charbonnet falling so much? This is a team we kind of just want handcuffs, upside receivers. Is a Dontavian Wicks pick crazy here? What do we think? There goes Sharb. Henry knew he was going to take a defense. There goes Wicks, of course. All right, so never mind on Wicks. We get sniped on Wicks. We get sniped on Sharb. No, we're gonna appease Josh here. I think that honestly the best pick on the board. Like you could talk me to Jalen Wright, but with HN, I'm not really crazy about taking Jalen Wright here. Yeah, I think we're gonna take Ray Davis. The receivers are kind of busted. I have a couple of tight ends I like, but I'm gonna probably push them past the turn here. So yeah, let's go Ray Davis. Why not? I think he makes a lot of sense. Ray Davis over Charbonnet for Josh. We'll take Ray Davis just for Josh. Why not? There goes Hubbard. If Jalen Wright makes it back, I would debate it pretty heavily. There goes Hawkinson. Fellas, what do you guys think about Freiermuth or Taysom Hill here? With potentially a lean towards Taysom Hill. Taysom and Freiermuth both go in the 12th round. Is Njoku a good enough tight end that we don't really need a Taysom Hill or Freiermuth? I'm open to that idea too, and we could just wait till later and go with like, Komet to Caleb or there's Jalen Wright. Yeah, A.D. Mitchell's been on my mind too. Taysom Hill and A.D. Mitchell have been where I'm at. But we can always figure out tight end later on. Komet, Tyler Conklin. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go with it. Fuck it. Give me A.D. Mitchell. I've been trying to take more A.D. Mitchell. There's still both there's still a chance that one of Freiermuth or Taysom make it back. If they don't, we can always fall back on like Komet, Tyler Conklin, whatever we want. So I don't know. I didn't feel super pressed. And after Wicks went, my goal in drafts right now is to come out with one of Dontavion Wicks, A.D. Mitchell, Jalen Polk. So I'm fine taking Mitchell there. Polk might make it back, but I wouldn't be inclined to have to take him in that scenario. Like, we did just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight receivers, but we do also have to remember it's a 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, and we didn't take a receiver till round 3. So it's not we're never going to be set at receiver on here. This team has lots of intercourse. Look, some might even say that this team fucks. I'll just come out and say it. I'll just come out and say it right now. Who did I pick round 1? The way that this team started, we went Breece Hall, Devon Achane, DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell, Chris Godwin, Jaden Reed, Roma Dunze, Njoku, Caleb Williams, Ray Davis, A.D. Mitchell. Probably going to have to draft a backup quarterback at a certain point. Probably draft a backup tight end at a certain point. Wow, there goes Josh Downs, huh? With Trevor Lawrence off the board, our second quarterback probably not even going to be stacked. And I'm not really going to cry about it. So there's Dobbins, Algier, Wright, all gone. Wow, I was hoping for Herbert to come back. He's been sliding in these for whatever reason, but there goes Taysom Hill. Good pick. Good pick. Dude, I got to scroll way down for Darnell Mooney. There goes Leggett. Wow, Leggett or Leggett. I think that's how he's been saying his name. Leggett. Gabe Davis gone. Bucky. I have to say, did Algier go yet? Of course he did. So we're looking at like Polk. No, never mind. Gus Edwards is gone. So we're looking at like Polk. We're looking at Freiermuth. It's like Freiermuth, Polk. You could talk me into like Jaleel McLaughlin as well. And there goes Freiermuth. All right, never mind. Never mind on Freiermuth. Yeah, Hunter Henry later on. We're going to have tight end opportunities later. I do kind of like the idea of Kmet and just putting Kmet. You know, like if Njoku ever can't go, I don't hate the idea of just like putting Kmet in the starting lineup and hoping that, all right, so Jaleel McLaughlin goes anyways. Jeez, you hate to see that. So certainly not running back here. Polk is really tough to pass up right now. I'll just be honest. We're going to go Polk here, I think. To me, he's best player available. Again. Yeah, we could go May on this team late. Somebody said Zach Moss or I don't mind him. I know I've caped up for Chase Brown on the Underdog channel before with Josh, but it's funny, I can't remember the last time, or no, I've drafted Chase Brown recently, but I had like maybe 20% exposure when he was in the 120s. I'm now like barely at 10% because he's risen so far to the point we have to take him like at the 8-9 turn. And I just simply cannot get there. That is a bridge too far for me personally. Wow, Ravens defense. Love it. Jaleel McLaughlin, they're kind of stung. I won't sit here and lie to you. So Team Sticks, or no, never mind. I was going to say, Team Sticks still hasn't taken a tight end, but he has in Goddard. I don't feel a ton of pressure to take a tight end yet. We still have a bunch that are going to be available later on. Like I have 3 that I'd be comfortable taking as our tight end too. And their ADPs are 14th round, 16th round, 18th round. But I don't really have a target here I'm dying to take either. So I think that's important to also note. I will be honest too, with the way we structured this team, I don't feel a ton of pressure either to hammer running backs. I have one running back that if he made it back to us, I would take, though. You want me to go 14th round Brandon Aubrey? I don't know if I can do it, Henry. No, Team 11's literally my GOAT. There goes Rodgers. Am I an idiot for thinking this guy is still on the board? No. All right, so I know who we're going to take next if he doesn't go right here. I will be pretty stoked about it. I will be honest, unstacked Goff in a 6-point passing touchdown league is very enticing. He goes 11th round in these. This would be 14th round Jared Goff. What do you guys think about that, man? 14th round Jared Goff in a 6-point passing touchdown. Okay, he goes anyways. I'm glad we didn't have to make that choice. All right, we're going to go Antonio Gibson here. Go for it. Yeah, if he was there, I was going to probably take it. 6-point passing touchdown in the 14th. I think that was the breaking point for me. And he had it. Wow, okay, well played by Team 4. He already had Amon-Ra St. Brown up top as well. Burrow to T. All right, respect, man. He was more scared of, right? Actually, maybe he just never even, he just didn't even want to take a QB2, and he was like, in the 14th round, you guys are forcing my hand to. That's what I would guess. What do we got here? How do you feel about Liga? I'm super interested, but last few Panthers receivers have been pretty bad. Terrace Marshall and John Mango. This is a funny chat to get while Josh is in here, but he's like maybe my most drafted player on Underdog right now. It's like him or Wicks. You're getting a first round pick receiver for pretty much free, and nobody knows how good he's going to be until he plays. And I don't know. I have a hard time using that analogy because it's like, I don't know, the Jets were terrible taking receivers. They took Ardarius Stewart, Devin Smith, Stephen Hill, and then they took Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson, who, I mean, Elijah Moore, once he left, was sucked, but I don't know. I wouldn't use their previous track record against them too tough. Zion Bartholomew. Is this a real name? I do appreciate the super chat. 10-team, full PPR, 2 running backs, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. You got Kyler, Achane, Walker. That's sick. Tyreek, Marv, Devontae, Flowers. So Flowers in the flex. Andrews at tight end. And then you have Keenan Allen off the bench. Yeah, this team is sick. Keenan Allen, Odunze, Bowers, Raheem Mostert, Dowdle, Jameson Williams off the bench. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty sick. Don't be rude. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dave Canales. I think that he's going to turn things around. And again, like, I'm just very anti the idea of, like, this team's track record sucks. It's like, I don't know. The Bengals couldn't draft a quarterback until they took Joe Burrow, or, I don't know, you could say the same thing with the Jaguars, and they took Trevor Lawrence. I know Zion's a real name, but Zion Bartholomew is crazy. If that's your real name, that's a sick name. Yeah, who knows? Probably, what's his name? Dave Tepper making all the picks. It is funny though, because if I owned the team, I would be making all the picks as well. I have an idea for who we're going to take on the way back here. And then we'll start worrying about tight end and quarterback. High stakes, happy PR, 109, AJ Brown or Garrett Wilson. I'm personally team AJ Brown, but I think it's a coin flip. There goes Tyron Tracy. Dude, you don't need me to call your name. It's Zion Bartholomew. Maybe I'm overreacting to that, but that is crazy. That's a name that you could put in the Key and Peele sketch of of what is it, like Hingle McCringleberry, Zion Bartholomew. Maybe I'm being too harsh. We are going to do this, fellas. We keep taking him like ahead of ADP, but I just want him on all my teams. I know we have Chris Godwin, so it doesn't make a ton of sense to do this. We're going to go Jalen McMillan. We just are. Any team that I'm not set at receiver, I want Jalen McMillan in the 15th round. No, it's literally a sweet name, dude. Names that literally has aura. Damn, there goes Komet. I was hoping for Komet. It's just Jewish gang. All right, that's my bad. Are there trades in this league? No, no trades. Super chat from Benny Ghosty. Why do I like Wicks over Dobbs? I just think Wicks is a better player. He looks better per route. He has just more upside. Romeo Dobbs, we already have a really big sample. We already have a really big sample of Dobbs playing football, running routes, and it's been nothing special. Like, he's just kind of like a high floor kind of guy. I suppose in best ball he'll be decent, but I don't know. I just have a hard time seeing a world where Romeo Dobbs is ever a top 24 option in a given week. I do think that Wicks has that upside. Is this a rookie and sophomore tourney? This is how I build a lot of my teams, I'll be honest. Got to get the year 1 and year 2 breakouts, man. Have to. How close are we to 50K? We are at... I have the live counter going right now. We're at 989. We're 11 subscribers from 50,000, fellas. If you're out there, 11 of you. We have, 600 people in here. 11 of you. Lock in. Subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you check. Are you subscribed? It happens to me all the time as well, where I'll just, have videos that pop in my algorithm, and then I'm like, man, I thought I was subscribed to this guy. I was not. So subscribe, leave a like, all that stuff. People are saying show the counter. I showed the counter last time. People were unsubscribing, but I'm also in a spot right now where with this draft, I have a lot of my monitors taken up right now. I don't know if I could show the ticker. All right, I'll find a way to show the ticker. I don't know if this is going to work, though. Let's see. How am I going to get this to look better? We're actually very close right now. This is bad. Come on. Let's do... I got an idea. We're going to hit 50K as I'm, messing around with this freaking thing. Come on, one more, fellas. One more. Get us there. Wow. 50,000 subscribers, man. 50,000. Wow, we get sniped on Aubrey, too, there. What a moment. I do appreciate it a ton. 50,000 subscribers is genuinely crazy. It's been a crazy month here. Let's do... I don't know. There's no running back that sticks out to me. Let's just do Hunter Henry. I don't know if he's going to get taken, but I just want a backup tight end. And we're kind of setting up some New England stuff. But yeah, I do appreciate all you guys coming out here. 50K subs is truly bonkers. Wow. And now we're getting way past 50K. But yeah, it's been a crazy August, dude. We've been out here damn near posting every day. We have been streaming every single day. It's been super fun. It's been super rewarding. You guys, some of these videos have been going absolutely bonkers in the algorithm. So I do want to give a huge thank you to all of you guys watching along, subscribing along. Very, very cool stuff, man. all from a mother's basement. But I will say, it is that Kobe quote of, job's not finished, man. Job's not finished. Josh has a 100K plaque. I'm coming, dude. I want a 100K plaque so bad, dude. I know it's bad to talk about that as we hit 50K, but job's not finished. 100K is like truly the goal, but we're halfway there. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes us to get to 100K. We're going to get there soon, though. All right, I'm going to take this off. But I do appreciate it. That was the whole goal of the stream. We did it pretty much perfectly. We're in, round 16 here. And we hit it. But again, I do appreciate it. I appreciate when that comes out to these streams. These streams have been amazing. It's been an off season to remember, if you will. People are saying hit the gritty. Congrats on 50K. Hopefully you don't forget about us now that you're gone Hollywood. I'll never go Hollywood. And 50K, it's a cool milestone, but it's also not, I don't know. I'm not, it's, you know, it's not like celebrity status. Henry wanted Tucker there. Hunter Henry's the 50K man? Hell yeah, dude. A 12-team Yahoo standard. Appreciate the super chat. Take JT at the 6 spot or still go with one of the wide receiver trio at tier 2. I would still go, man, even in a standard league, I think I would still go receiver there. I do. I just think that you have a chance of getting like Achan, Kyron on the way back potentially. I don't know. Standard is tough for me to gauge. If you don't think Achan or Kyron will make it back, I'd go JT then. Been watching one a day for the last 10 days. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. I appreciate it, fellas. When's like taking a backup onesie when I don't have Kittle through Laporta, I would say. For real, 50K is wild. Dude, Pesky's been here for a while, dude. Pesky's been in one of the OG Dynasty leagues we started years ago, dude. I do appreciate it. All of you guys that are out here watching the streams, I recognize the names from years ago. A very cool moment. But hell yeah, you love to see it, dude. Now the rest of this offseason is gravy. I got to be honest. Like, it really has been a first-time viewer from Among Us. It really has been a race to 50K in my mind. We hit it. Love to see it, man. Like I said, not to just keep repeating myself, but I do appreciate all the support. Everybody watching these videos. Like the one today is going crazy. Yeah. Like that, dude, the video we posted today 6 hours ago has 29,000 views. Which is bonkers. That's bonkers. 29,000 views in 6 hours is crazy, man. But it is getting nothing but hate comments. But you do love to see it. Hey, we got Daniel in here. What's up? Love to see it, dude. 50K. Next up is 100K. We're coming for it. I don't know how soon, but next up is 100K. Still got to gatekeep me from your league mates. Come on. You can't have your league mates finding me? Come on. I don't think I'll ever get big enough to the point where all of your league mates would watch my stuff. Not gonna lie, when I opened your ADP ranking thing and saw it was a Google Sheet instead of Excel, I almost threw up. Yeah, I'm a Google Sheet boy. That's just what I am. You could talk me into, like, I could certainly wait on Drake May with this team, but I'm just going to take Drake May here. Like I could have waited. A lot of the teams at the turn here already have 2 quarterbacks, but I'm just not going to even risk it. There's really no one else that I'm looking for that's all that great. Wide receivers dried up. There's like a couple running backs we'll probably take on the way back here. We'll see. Maybe that should have been running back and play the waiting game, but like I've told you with these guys, man, like these people in these rooms are lawless. I will be honest too, we do have McMillan and Godwin. I might take a 3rd quarterback on this team. If Baker comes back, you could certainly talk me into Baker, where then we have Caleb, and I know it's not best ball, but we're in a spot here where our only weakness is really quarterback and tight end. Like we could certainly go Caleb to, like, this is actually a pretty funny build of like Caleb to Odunze and DJ Moore, Drake May to Hunter Henry and Polk, and then we could do Baker Mayfield to McMillan and Godwin and just have the most correlated quarterback room. And we probably end up having to like cut one by, the middle of the season for a running back ad, but I don't think it's a terrible idea. Like I don't feel like we need another receiver. I mean, we could use another running back, but like we already made our bet in the top 2 up here. Yeah, I'm playing it safe, dude. You just never know. Like, especially this time of year, dude, you just can't assume that people aren't going to snipe your quarterback stacks. I did do a backseat for Fields. Yeah, I like Justin Fields. It's just a guy to stash in your bench, hope he plays and scores fantasy points. I don't need Gerald Everett's backup. I mean, Komet's long gone. I was thinking about Baker. Debating taking Baker. What do you guys think about Baker here? If not Baker, it's probably Kendre Miller for me. Will Shipley is nice as well. I don't know. I am squeamish about going 3 quarterbacks on these teams, but again, I don't feel like I need anything else. That's what I'm saying. Like 2 rookie quarterbacks, I would kind of like the stability of a Baker. Like we might just like his matchup early on. Who does Baker play early season? Screw it. We're going to go Kendre Miller. Yeah. It just has to be done. It's not worth it. There's going to be Baker caliber guys off of waivers we can take. What's the Bears schedule like early on? Wow, Titans first, then Texans, then Colts, then Rams, then Panthers. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. What format is this? This is a 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, full PPR, 6-point passing touchdowns. And if anybody's curious on how we started this draft, we went Breece Hall, Devon Achane, DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell, Chris Godwin, Jaden Reed, Roma Dunze, David Njoku, Caleb Williams, Ray Davis, A.D. Mitchell, Jalen Polk, Antonio Gibson, Jalen McMillan, Hunter Henry, Drake May, Kendre Miller. I really like this team. This team is very, very fun. Thanks, Boyd. Yeah, 50K is truly crazy, bro. Like I literally started this channel when I was 19, man. Started this channel I was 19. Took forever to hit 1,000 subscribers, dude. Took forever to hit 1,000. It really does just snowball, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, people really don't like the Saquon fade, man. Yeah, backseat is just when you want, you know, when you want your pick back, you made a mistake, you ask for a backseat. Ron, you are the actual GOAT. I appreciate it, man. People are really drafting Cam Akers out here. I've been seeing that more and more. Drake May locked in to start now for sure. Yeah, how has he been playing tonight? I haven't caught up any of the said May will start week 1. He looks good. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping. All right, we got 2 more picks here. It's going to be defensive kicker. Time to pull up Subverter down. Let's see. What kickers are available? Oh, we got quite a little selection of kickers, I think. Dude, I'm going to take We're going to take Young Wei Koo. Wow, Jacoby Brissett just got hurt. Wow, Jacoby Brissett suffered a right shoulder injury as we drafted Drake May in this. Wow. Wow. Who's the biggest you don't know ball pick this year? Saquon Barkley in round 1. So do you think Schefter's engagement farming? He's been doing a lot of that, man. Whoa, someone got a backseat on a 19th round pick. I'm telling you guys, it happens more often than you think. It happens more often than you think, man. Hit him with I wanted Musgrave, not Baker Mayfield. I'm telling you guys. Me wanting a backseat on an 18th round pick wasn't that crazy. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. I have no shame. How high am I taking Saquon? In a perfect world, I would take him at like the 209, 2010. Once it's time to take like Devontae Adams or Cooper Kupp, that's when I would take Saquon. People are very upset about the Saquon take today, but It's honestly only boosting the views of the video. So who truly really cares at the end of the day? We got Brandon Gianascoli in the chat. What's up, my boy? Would it be a good pick to take Saquon round 2, pick 1, since last pick gets back-to-back? I'm personally not taking him 201. You can if you'd like to. I am taking over him guys like Kyron, Achan, Jonathan Taylor, Marv. No, it's genuinely crazy. It has, like, in terms of video performance in the first, like, 7 hours is what they show you on YouTube. In terms of video performance in the first 6 hours, 30 minutes, it has 30,000 views. The next high, in terms of the last 10 videos, the next highest one is 22,000. So it has 8,000 more views than any of my last 10 videos in terms of the first 6.5 hours. People are also really not understanding my take on showing the Jacob Gibbs metrics of his bad offensive line should have helped him get a better avoided tackle rate, which is the truth. And the fact that his avoided tackle rate was so low, you can't blame it on the offensive line because that should have helped the rate, is all I was saying. People are kind of like running with that and being like, oh, this guy's saying that his bad offensive line should have helped him. No, but in terms of a tackle avoidance rate, it should have. And he's still been bottom 6 over the last 3 years in that stat. It's not the same Saquon that we grew up on, man. I also had a comment. We'll make this pick here in a second. I also had a comment that people think like it's just big name value with Saquon. People think like, oh, Saquon is in his prime. He now finally gets a good spot. And it's like maybe, but he's also going into year 7. If you look across the board at just running backs over time, Chris Johnson going to year 7 was a New York Jet. Todd Gurley in year 7 was retired. Who else did I list? Who was washed to end up on the Jets as well? Not Chris Johnson. There was somebody else I had mentioned who ended up on the Jets in year 7. David Johnson in year 7 was on the Texans. Damn it, why am I not thinking of it? It's not LaDainian Tomlinson. It's not Chris Johnson. Le'Veon Bell. I don't think it was Le'Veon Bell. Now that's bothering me that I can't figure that out. People are very upset. Yeah. Somebody figure it out. Dalvin Cook is who it was. Yeah, Dalvin Cook last year 7 on the Jets. People were like, yeah, he's going to work out well. So, like, when we're talking about running backs, like, they age in dog years, man. Like, year 7 is no joke. It was Dalvin Cook, Chris Johnson on the Jets, David Johnson on the Texans. Like I said, Dalvin Cook on the Jets. Todd Gurley was retired. Like, year 7 for a lot of these guys, man, like, it's very rarely do you get a Derrick Henry or an Adrian Peterson who plays, like, through his prime and Frank Gore. It's usually lightning in a bottle, man. And he's probably just going to be a shell of the guy that we knew at Penn State. I don't know. To me, he's just a very fragile projection for like 16 points per game. And I think taking that in the first round in a lot of home leagues is pretty crazy. But that is going to do it. I actually really like this team. Let's show it this way. Here's our final roster. Caleb Williams, Drake May. We have Breece Hall, Devon Achane, then behind him, Ray Davis, Antonio Gibson, Kendre Miller. Then we have DJ Moore, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell, Chris Godwin through the flex. Jaden Reed, Roman Dunze, A.D. Mitchell, Jalen Polk, Jalen McMillan off the bench. David Njoku, Hunter Henry. And then Falcons kicker, Bengals defense. But I appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. Truly, truly nuts. Just crazy. Only up from here. Still have, the rest of August. We're going to be streaming every single night. We'll have a post out tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow night. Make sure you check that out. As always, we just drafted off of my top 200 rankings cheat sheet, which you can find over on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. There'll be links in the description, comment section, and live chat right now. If you have a home league coming up, make sure you check that out. It has my tiers, my avoids, my targets, all of that good stuff. Again, appreciate all the love and support. This month has been truly crazy. Like, we're hitting crazy numbers in views. We're hitting crazy numbers in subscribers. It's all very surreal. But we're going to carry this momentum into the season. Appreciate you guys sticking around. As always, I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one.